E-winder!
Cool! I don't know what I'm saying. G'day, my name's Walters. Hello! I don't say hello. G'day, Steve Walters here from Walters Fencing. Today, really chuffed to be able to show you our latest project, which is launching very shortly. It's the E-winder. Pretty excited about this. We've been working on it since November 2020. We're not that quick, obviously, but we like to get it right. So here we go. Let's have a look at this little baby. G'day, Steve Walters from Walters Fencing here. Today, we're about ready to unveil our new E-winder. Woohoo! Let's go and have a look at what got us to this point. We have a whole range of wire winding equipment, from the big netting roller down to the hand-powered wire winder. We were getting an inquiry for something between the hand-powered wire winder and the hydraulic range. We sat around, brainstormed the idea, and came up with a concept where we could use an electric motor with a battery to power the hand winder. So here's our new prototype in the field for the first time. We didn't want to make it too powerful because the wire winder is not as heavy as the hydraulic models, so we couldn't put too much power in there, but we needed a long enough run time so that you could go and do a job and pull it down without having to swap out batteries or recharge it halfway through. I'll read you some of our findings. Tried a solid state relay. Doesn't work with the motor, had issues with induction loads. Standard relays will be used in future. We had an ANS type fuse system that's unsuitable. It blows under stalled rotor conditions. High current circuit breaker is the correct one to be used, 60 to 70 amp rated. 70 amp circuit breaker breaks because the stalled motor, we realised, draws nearly 300 amps. Right, so the circuit breaker needs to go on the outside of the box so that when you do trip it, it's easier to turn it back on. So all up, we came up with about 17 different modifications that we noted in that one development phase. And that's just one time we got out there in the paddock and had a look at it. We put it in the field and all these other things became apparent we hadn't thought about just in our theoretical ideas. And we also need to reverse. It's really annoying just to be able to wind from one direction and not be able to back it off or wind in from the opposite side. So that was added to the machine as well. Here's another field test with some new modifications.
And we're just about to demonstrate how the free spool lock function works. So obviously it's currently in free spool. We just feed it into the body, the right position, and screw this in, righty tighty, lefty loosey. Now it's tighty. Ready to wind. Forward. Reverse.
Give me the human wire guy.
We're now winding from the other direction.
Very cool.
We were winding that way, we're now winding this way, and we'll still be winding up and down as well. Just got to remember which way the switch goes. That way. These are only short bits.
Very cool. We realised to make this even more flexible, it'd be really cool to have two wire guides so you could wind the wire in from either direction. Hence we have a forward and reverse. The utility of the machine improved out of sight. We've designed into it an option where you can manually wind the wire, so you undo the retaining bolt, and that gives you the opportunity to wind it by hand or unwind it by hand. We're just trying to build as much flexibility in this machine as possible. You can wind wire in, you can pull wire out, you can do it manually, you can do it with the electrics, you can use the friction brake as a drag to wind wire out, so specifically thinking of things like cell grazing and rotational grazing, where you can pull the wire in, run the wire out, get home for a beer. Yeah. Yep, all right.
And now engage it in. Look at that. Look at that.
And look at all these things you can do while you're winding up wire. You can have a packet of chips, you can talk to your mates, you can do all sorts of fun stuff. So after some more testing, we realised we had to add a few more bits, mainly around the safety aspects. So now here's a list of the features of the E-Winder. So we've got a 600 watt motor. It spins at 54 RPM. We've got a heavy duty battery, obviously, plenty of charge there. We've got a YX252 fan. There's 2 multi-directional switches. We've got external circuit breakers. There's a reversing solenoid. We've got adjustable clutch plate. We've got 2 wire guides, mounting brackets that you can take off, fit to the tray or the trailer, whatever you're mounting it to. We've got a wire safety cage, which has also got an anti-whip guard built into it. And you can also go manual if you want to. If you run out of battery or you're somewhere else, or you can detach the E-Winder and just good old hand powered. So they're the features. What about the benefits? So the benefits are that we have a low weight portable unit that you use to wind up most fences or pretty much any platform. So if you've got a side-by-side or a ute or a trailer, you don't have hydraulics, the E-Winder's your go. So you're looking at this video saying that's really awesome. You've already got a hand winder that you bought years ago. Is it going to fit on the new E-Winder? Yes, it will fit our hand winders. They'll go straight onto the E-Winder and suddenly you've got an upgraded winder. Awesome. It's been a fair while coming, but we wanted to make sure we had it all right. As you can see from the progress we made, we got the whole thing working, and then we realized that we need to make it easy to use and safer to use. So we've done that. We're really stoked with this. So launching very shortly. Have a look.
70 there.
Oh, big boy! Big Aussie boy!
About to unveil. So you can, it's unit, no, there's a word there. So another consideration, well, so a major ooh, cats are going nuts. So are we happy with the wire winder, the E-Winder?
The truck's in the road.
The what do we call that? Or the attachment bolt, or the